It's sad. It's an interesting time. Remember, guys, if you see a new VShojo member in the next few months with MatPat's voice, respect his new identity and privacy. Of course, Nilly. It's not just the VTuber retirement home, it's the YouTuber retirement home as well. I could see it happening. Very true. But yeah, I figured we'd give this a little bit of a listen, and we can talk about some stuff. Sound good, chat? Sounds good. All right, let me get my headphones on so I can listen with you. And pause the music. But yeah, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give this MatPat retirement video a quick listen.
It's not clickbait. On March 9th, I will be hosting my last Theory episode, at which point I'll be handing off the channels to someone else.
Now that's an opener. That's an opener, ladies and gentlemen. That's how graduation should be. You know, VTuber graduation, just boom, right to it. In the first sentence. Yo, howdy, Mr. Grimm. Rip the Band-Aid off. I mean, that's literally what the chapter is titled. It's ripping the Band-Aid. You get everything you need to know in the first minute and a half. Respect. Respect. Yo, what's up, Prince?
There it is. That's it. Send tweet. We're all done here. That's all you need to know, right?
Wrap it up, boys.
Oh, wow. Forgive me, by the way, if I'm a little bit more disorganized than usual.
People were clowning on him for crying during this video. That's insane. If you're making fun of him for crying during this video, you are soulless, dude. How long has MatPat been doing YouTube? At least over a decade. I think he said in the video he's done YouTube for over a third of his life. 13 years? 13 years. Yeah, that's a long... I mean, think about that, guys. 13 years of your life doing things a certain way and grinding like crazy. Clearly, this is something he cares a lot about, and to walk away, it's hard. It's hard to do. I think it would be incredibly hard for me, and I've only been doing YouTube full-time for... Oh my god, it's been 3.5 years. I've been doing YouTube full-time for 3.5 years, ladies and gentlemen. It was well, actually, the exact date was June 1st of 2020. That's when I said I'm gonna do this full-time. Good lord. I've made it almost 4 years. 3.5? That's almost a third of your life if you think about it. No, not with me. I'm way too old. That's reminding me how old I am.
Normally, I would want to script out something like this pretty precisely. But with an announcement like this, I wanted to bring it back to just us. There's no one else in the room. There's no teleprompters. There's no nothing. It's just the way that this whole thing started. It's a conversation between us. And sorry that I keep getting emotional about this. I'll try not to, but it's a big deal. You know, like, if you think about it, this channel is Steph and my first child, really. Before we had Ollie, before we had Skip, CatBat, like, it was this. This was our baby. This channel has been going for 13 years. I think in total it's somewhere around like 1,200 theories. And only half of those are FNAF. Shock.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot of content. And like, it's not like, you know, my half-baked videos on my channel that, let's be honest, are low effort. I mean, these are like high-value, high-quality productions that he's making. It's pretty crazy stuff. Also, look at my YouTube wigging out, dude. There's 0 likes on this. What the hell? Apparently people didn't like the retirement. My god. Their videos have gotten so good. Oh yeah, of course. Of course. But like, yeah, if you think you've only been watching me recently and you can't believe I've been here since 2020. I've been making videos since 2017, I believe. That's 6+ years. I just was making, you know, anime memes and shit posts for the first half of that. And then I switched to commentary in like 2019, was it? Crazy. Craziness. I'm glad he's still working with people taking over the channels. Yeah, I think that's really cool that he's taking, like, he'll say it later, but he takes a back seat. He's going to be working behind the scenes. He's not completely just leaving the internet entirely in all of his projects and things like that. He's still going to be very involved. Hey, what's up, Cal? Welcome back, dude. Hello, hello.
King. I know, we actually did stuff that wasn't FNAF related, but this has been a literal third of my life. And I'm gonna miss you.
Feels sad, man. Ooh.
I value what we have here. I value this conversation, this openness, this relationship that we share. And I'm sad that I won't be able to see you every week. Which then I guess prompts the question of, like, why? Why am I doing this now? Why?
That's obviously the golden question. I feel like a lot of people think there's something super, super, super complicated about all of this, but like when YouTubers retire, I always think it's very simple a lot of the time. It's just like people who do this for a job for a long time, it's just like any other job. Eventually you're going to get bored and you're going to want to move on to something else. Like if you're a person who does YouTube for a living, let's say you've been around for as long as he has, for 13 years. Let's face it, dude, this platform has only gotten harder and harder to work on, and it's only gotten less and less fruitful. Like, if you combine things like oversaturation, okay, it's harder to stand out. The way YouTube enforces its rules. And, like, someone like MatPat and his content, I don't think they have to worry about, like, getting randomly suspended or something like that, but still, things are harder, and just think about it like any other job. If you've been working for a company for 13 years and things have gotten harder and harder and you put a ton of time into it, eventually you're just going to get to a point and say, like, I just don't want to do this anymore. There's other things I want to do with my life. So I don't think it's any tinfoil hats, Illuminati, crazy schizo theory. I think it's like very relatable to other careers and stuff. Hey, what's up, first time chatters? He has forsaken us? Is that it? He's forsaken you guys. Nah, this is what he needs to do with his life. Move on to the next thing. Did you hear Twitch laid off 35% of their employees? I did see that. Not a good sign, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a good sign. It's something like 500 employees. Very bad sign.
Why am I making this announcement today? Why am I walking away from the channels? Well, to be honest, it was Tom Scott. You can blame Tom Scott.
God damn it, Tom Scott.
Video, and I'm like, well, he was able to do it. I want to be able to fly away in a helicopter. Obviously, that's not it.
Tom Scott did this. It was all Tom Scott's problem. Jesus. If someone got his ad on Twitter, let's cancel him. He's taken a national treasure away from us. Ayo just mentioned him? Yep. Yeah. Apparently that was a bit of the inspiration. So like Tom Scott and MatPat, they've both retired OG YouTubers in the last week. And I think this is going to be an ongoing trend on YouTube for a bit. I feel like we're going to see a lot of OG YouTubers retiring. We've already seen a lot of them. Think about YouTube. YouTube has been around for, I believe, exactly 20 years. I believe it was 2004 when YouTube started. So 20 years. The OG YouTubers, even from the first couple of years or even extending out to 5-10 years, I mean, it's been a long time to be making videos, dude. These people are definitely a little bit, at some point you got to say it's over. Nobody's going to do YouTube forever. No king rules forever, my son. That's with YouTube. Content creation is the most, let's say, not secure and wild jobs you'll ever have. There's really no security with your job at all. Like if you go into this thinking everything's going to last forever, you're wrong. You got to prepare like it could end tomorrow. I mean, like, face it with me, right? God damn, I might piss off the wrong person at YouTube and they just say, you know what, you, Mr. Controversial VTuber man, you're gone. So you gotta be prepared, but eventually, even the safest, most successful content creators, they're going to have to call it a day eventually, right? Did you hear that Johnny Somali is banned from Japan permanently? Yes, I did hear about that. Yo, Cat Dom with the monstrous tier 1 sub. Thank you very much for that, dude. I appreciate that. That is now 2 subs on the day. 2 out of 1. That's 200% of the daily sub goal now achieved. Didn't you get a strike? Where was this? Don't you still got a strike from 3 years ago? So I got a strike. My last community guideline strike was in September of last year. That one's gone. It's officially off the record, ladies and gentlemen. It happened back in December. It was wiped away after 3 months. But I still have one warning on my channel. It was a warning. First you get a warning, then you get a community guideline strike the next time. I got a warning back in 2019. And it finally is going to fade away on the 15th of this month. That's what it was, warning, yes. It finally fades away in 5 days. It's gone. I'm a free man. They allowed me to take like a course on like adult content because it was a shit post on YouTube, an anime meme with a little too much anime titty in it, okay? A little too much anime cleavage, and they bonked me. So I had to take a survey or a lesson, a school thing about adult content on YouTube. They were like, what form of content is allowed on YouTube? A topless dancing video, is that allowed? Or is a breastfeeding educational video allowed? I'm like, honestly, both shouldn't, but yeah, I know which one's worse. Thank you, YouTube. And they're like, okay, good job. And they gave 3 months before it would expire, and it's ready now. Okay, first of all, Karis, thank you so much for the big tier 1 for 2 months. I appreciate that very much. And Cow with the 5 gifted subs. Hey, yo, cat ears now. I'm doing a serious video about MatPat and the status of YouTube, and you want me to put on cat ears? Excuse me. This is a serious moment. Very serious. Well, I mean, I like cat ears. True. Love this nonsense corpo garbage. Had it today as well. Yeah, I feel that. And thank you guys for the level 3 hype train. Holy crap. Didn't even notice. Oh, I am sorry, guys. I'm falling behind on stuff. That's now 8 subs on the day, 8 out of 1. 800%. Okay? But I missed 2 egg on head redeems. Big apologies on that one, okay? There we go. Balance, as always.
But really, my reasons for making this announcement today is probably largely the same as Tom's reasons, or Seth Everman's, or Captain Sparkles, or Papa Meats, or Stampy Longheads. Like, there's a...
That's all in the last month, by the way. Holy crap. I actually didn't even know about the Meat Canyon stuff until I saw this video. I didn't even know. That's rough. Seth is gone too? Yep. That was like a week ago, I think. Crazy stuff. Feels like they're treating you like a child. That's the worst part about the YouTube stuff. They literally treat me like I'm a child when they're punishing you. It's crazy.
A lot of these videos that are coming out these days, and there's going to be a lot more happening throughout this year. Steph and I have known this video would be coming for the last 3 years. We weren't sure it was necessarily going to be today. We didn't know exactly when it would fall, but we knew it was going to happen eventually. That's why over the last couple years we've been staffing up so much. That's why we partnered with a larger company to help run the channels. That's why we've been spending so much time outside of this box training up the team to make the best videos that they can, because we knew that we couldn't do this forever. We knew.
Yeah, that is crazy. He's been thinking about this for over 3 years, slowly prepping for this. And you know what? Like, all the credit in the world to him for, I guess, how would you say, like, having a very responsible retirement where he's not just he could just pack it in and say, I'm done, and everyone else just figure it out for yourself. But he really did set up the channel and the community for the future beyond just him. keeping the business going. Exactly. And also, like, he was talking about, like, finding other things to do and branching out and finding other stuff to work on and focus on. That's very important because as a YouTuber or any content creator, you gotta, like, you gotta diversify. I'll give you guys a little sappy spiel. Probably applies to, like, 1% of the people watching this video, but really with anything else in life, it's really important to diversify, you know? So once your career is over on YouTube, you either have other routes, or while you're in content creation, you have more opportunities than just ad revenue. I am like the poster child for this whole thing, okay? I'll be totally honest with you guys. Back in like 2020, that's when I started making YouTube as a full-time thing. I quite literally, in terms of my revenue, 99% of my revenue was Google AdSense. It was just ad revenue from my videos. That's it. You want to talk about living dangerously, ladies and gentlemen? You want to talk about living dangerously, especially on a channel that's controversial? I think the problem back then was because I was doing well with the ad revenue, and I was just like, I don't need to focus on other things. Why would I focus on other things? Especially when I didn't have anything set up, like even my alt channel and stuff. I'm like, oh, but I'll be setting that up, but I won't be making any money on those platforms for a long time. So I should just keep making videos on the main channel and just hope nothing bad ever happens, which is always a terrible way of doing things. But over time, thanks to Straub, by the way, she helped me get into sponsors and merch. And that 99% Google AdSense has gone to, I would say in 2023, it was like 50-50 between Google AdSense and then everything else, whether it was streaming, sponsors, and merch, and things like that, extra stuff. And thank you guys for the hype train, I appreciate it. But I feel way more stable these days, right? I'm not like sweating YouTube videos. I'm not sweating like a strike on my channel. I got other things I can do. And it's made me a lot less stressed about YouTube. And perpetually scared something bad's going to happen. Yeah, very base Straub moment. She opened up my third eye, ladies and gentlemen. She spread me open. She spread me open and forced me to see and feel the truth. And no, I did not word that sussly either. Hey, yo. Since, I mean, you, like you have said on vids, you make nothing on Twitch. Well, Twitch ad revenue is terrible. Absolutely terrible. The only way you're making significant ad revenue on Twitch is if you have a really good size audience. But, no, I'm very, very grateful for Twitch. People, my community, I've said this before, the amount of support I receive versus like my view count, for example, is super duper disproportional. Okay, it's like not even close to what it should be. Like you guys support me way, way more than what's normal. It's actually insane. And Straub can attest to that. But yeah, it's definitely why I'm so grateful for my audience. There's really there's no way to really like describe it. I don't like getting into specifics, but like I don't know, I see people with 10 times my view count and things like that not getting the level of support I do. So, yeah. But yo, Karis with the 10 bones, the $10 raise. Thank you so much for the $10, dude. Saying, so long as you're spread open here, let me plop this on in. Hashtag not sus. Yo, I appreciate the $10 very, very much. That's 10 bones. It's a very good form of currency. It's very reliable. Let me add you to the thingamajig. Something's deeply wrong. I don't think there's anything. I think that's a sweet message from Karis. Very sweet. But here, let's keep playing the video. I've been gabbing enough.
Knew that honestly, we didn't want to do this forever. For as much as I love you, and I love overthinking things, and I love theorizing, I don't love late nights. I don't love the fact that Steph and I have been work first for over a decade, where I'm sitting down at dinner with my best friend, and we're talking about business logistics. Or we're talking about animatronic toes. I miss the days where I could just sit down on the couch with her and play video games, and it's not for content. Or I'm playing a game and I'm not thinking about what theories are going to come out of that.
Yeah, that's so sad. And I think, not on that level, I would say, but like me and Straub, as a husband and wife now, working together in content creation, you can understand like how much it can consume your time and your effort and your thoughts and all that stuff. Like, we've tried to make much more of a priority of going out and getting away, going and touching grass and not overworking or overthinking things. It's very important to do. But yeah, I can see like how someone who's that successful could really have their whole life and relationships consumed by their job. And like at some point you're like, all right, I need to focus on family and the things you're missing out on. And Mortarman with the big tier 1 sub for 27 months. Hey, yo, I appreciate that very, very much, dude. 27 months. That's a long time, too. That is now 9 subs on the day. 9 out of 1. Boo. It's 900% of the daily sub goal now achieved. But still, we are streaming at night. It's hard. We do our best. But yes, especially when you get older, wanting to settle down, yeah. You know, like, part of it is, like... I mean, I've talked to Straub about this a lot. It's, like... being a content creator for a job is the greatest, luckiest thing that can happen. And while I want to also chill and have fun and all those things... you know, you got to also maximize. Like, I feel like so many content creators, they don't take advantage of what they could do while they're a content creator. And you know, what's up, D-Gen? Welcome back, dude. Thank you for the big streak. Thank you for the support on the stream. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Plus, they have kids. Yeah, that makes it a lot more complicated. Yeah, he has a kid. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the easiest reason to understand all this stuff. It's got to be extra hard with a kid. But, like, I know so many, like, especially in the VTubing scene. I don't know what it is about the VTubing scene, but a lot of people don't maximize, not even close to maximize. Like, you know, I could, for example, I could upload twice a week if I wanted to, right? But I want to capitalize on the time I'm doing this stuff and make the most of it. Also, I enjoy doing it. So, like, you know, I could be lazy, but I don't want to. I want to keep up the daily grind. I got to talk to you guys daily. Let you know what's going on in the anime and VTuber world. You know? I don't want to spoil it too much, but he does say he will help them do some events in the future. Yeah, we talked about that. It sounds like he's going to be behind the scenes, so he's not completely out of here, you know? But yes. So you hear the guy who keeps popping up in my YouTube feed? Hell yeah. You'll love to see it. What's a VTuber? It's what MatPat's going to return as. He's going to be the next VShojo member, for sure. Of course.
I miss it. So that's a big reason. That was a big one right there. But also just the internet's changing. My life has changed in the last 13 years. I mentioned Dolly before. He's the coolest little dude, and he's getting older by the minute. And I watch him, and he has so much fun. And he is so much smarter than I was when I was his age. He also probably knows the FNAF lore better than I do, which is a problem that I should probably address at some point. But honestly, I want to be able to spend more time with him. Another sad fact of the matter is I'm getting older. I'm 37 now.
Yeah, that's really old, guys. That's ancient. Old man 37. Don't laugh. Don't laugh, chat. Stop it. Stop it. It's actually kind of funny. I know a lot of you guys are in your 30s, so. Yo, what's up, Darth? Yes, we're doing a little culinary experiment on my head, as we do every stream. Yeah, a lot of you guys are in your 30s, so. Rev is old! Listen. 30 is the new 20. That's what they say. 30 is the new 20. I'm young and youthful. Yeah, Straub is, I was going to make a joke, but no. Straub is 24, okay? I was going to make a joke, but I'm not getting canceled today. Rev, old man, that's your first time chat. First time chat and you're abusing me? Sounds about right. Welcome to the stream. Just like how 40 is the new 30. Age is just a state of mind, man. I'm young at heart. Damn, I always thought I was older than MatPat. Not quite. Not quite, dude. First time chatter. That's right. Hell yeah. But he did say, times are changing, and times are fucking changing, ladies and gentlemen. My God. The internet's not the same place as it used to be. Also, YouTube is not the same place. Like, it is hard. Things just keep getting more and more difficult. Now, luckily for me, I've been a person, even if you hate me, I think you can recognize that I can adapt with the times. Like, you can't do the same thing forever. It'll burn you out, and it also doesn't work on YouTube. Like, I couldn't make anime cracks and anime vines forever, right? I'm sorry to break it to some of the people back in the day who were like, you betrayed us by making commentary and things like that. I would be making anime cracks for 7 people on the internet and losing my sanity. And plus, I always wanted to move on to commentary and things like that. But I think YouTube cracking down on memes and stuff gave me the kick in my ass to try commentary because I was afraid to do it. I was very uncomfortable. I thought people would hate my voice and my channel would die and all that, but turned out to be the best decision ever. But me, when Rev is 70, only makes anime memes. That sounds literally like worse than hell. I would rather go to hell than that. The anime brain, that dude stole from me. Well, not directly. He was known for ripping off a lot of people. He was the big anime Vine channel back then. Oh, God. That name, eh. Those were different times. I remember looking at people with like 50,000 subs and I was like, holy shit. That's crazy. That's the peak. That's the mountaintop right there. I'm really glad that you picked up commentary content. It's been a regular part of my day to day for quite some time. I'm glad to hear it. I can't imagine not doing commentary nowadays. Anyone remember Rev's first voice reveal? Oh, we watched it together on stream a couple weeks ago as like a little nostalgia trip. Who can forget that microphone, man? The first microphone I had. Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here. Doing the big voice reveal today. Well, hello. This is really, this is different for me. I'm really trying it out. Oh, it's the Batman. I was starting to feel the voice there for a second. Blue Yeti? No. What kind was it? It was a Turtle Beach microphone. You guys ever heard of Turtle Beach? Well, I don't know about their better mics, okay? But the one I got was $40, and it sucked very badly, okay? It was not good. But then I switched to a Blue Yeti, and I was just like, we're sounding clean, boys. We're sounding clean. It was definitely a very nice transition. I started feeling more confident in my commentary once I had an actual decent microphone, which, by the way, this Blue Yeti, boop, 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 same one. I've been using it since, I believe, 2019, maybe 2020. Same exact mic. Thanks for the boops. You're welcome. You're very welcome. But yeah, things have changed over time. Like also, Straub can attest to this. Yo, what's up, Usagi? Hello, hello. You have to sometimes change the format of how you do things. Not just like commentary, right? Going from memes to commentary, but like within the commentary, I used to do like 1 to 2 minute videos. I used to do 3-minute videos. 3 minutes was very specific back in 2021 because if you did a 3-minute video, you would get 2 ads at the beginning and 2 ads at the end. If you did a 2-minute and 59-second video, you'd only get 1 at the beginning, 1 at the end. So I said it made a lot of sense for me to do 3-minute videos. And it was doing really well. But then eventually YouTube, the ad rate and how much you would get per view, like dropped like fucking crazy in 2021. And then in 2022, I was like, you know what? I can make up for that by making 2 videos a day. And maybe if I feel a little frisky some days, 3 videos a day. And I did that for basically all of 2022. And that was a bad idea. That was definitely burning me out a lot. And even though like they're shorter, right? Like I can make a video, let's say for tomorrow, where it'll be a 20-minute video, 20-minute long commentary video. That will be less stressful and feel like less work than making 2 3-minute videos. I don't know what it is. And also it burns out all the ideas. You start running out of ideas if you're making a video about fucking everything that happens. Eventually you start burning through the ideas. Nowadays, making 1 video a day, I'm like backed up on ideas. But yeah, now, I don't know, the format felt so much better for me and it made more sense for like ad revenue and things like that. And plus I can talk. It's kind of funny because I'm a very quiet person. Straub knows this. I don't talk hardly at all in real life. But when I'm talking in commentary videos or on stream, I feel like I'm a motor mouth. Like I can't stop talking. So it's been a very nice transition. I'm loving making videos this style. And yeah. But yeah, I hated that arc too, Straub. It was very stressful and like I feel like my stress has gone down by like half. I don't worry about things. I don't feel like pressured to do stuff like I used to. But yeah, it's having multiple things to think about in the same day, multiple videos. It was so much better to transition just one topic a day. And I felt like I could be more invested. And I wasn't just making content to make content. Like now I get to pick and choose really what I talk about. And I really, really get into what I'm talking about. Which makes it so much more enjoyable. It feels less and less like a job. It feels like I'm just doing it for fun, as always. But that's my little spiel, my little peek inside the chocolate factory to see how Willy Wonka does it, guys.
The other day, I actually had to Google my own age. And you know that when you have to start like doing math in your head to calculate how old you are over the hill, my friends. Though to be fair, to my credit, I think I'm like the only 37-year-old out there who has an unironic appreciation of Skibbity Toilet. Then again, maybe that's the problem.
No.
Like maybe that's not
me.
a good thing. And honestly, because this is all about us being honest, there is a bit of a selfish side to this. When you think about it, there's only really 2 ways to step away from a YouTube channel. You either just decide the day that you stop uploading and you're like, I'm done.
I think I know option 2.
You just keep uploading videos from now until the heat death of the universe, and you watch as your relevance slowly dies or your passion slowly.
That sucks too. I was gonna say option 2 is you get canceled. You get legitimately forced off the platform. I think the way MatPat is going, and a lot of the other OG YouTubers have gone who retired recently, is the best way. Retiring on top. Like, his channels are doing as good as ever, and he's retiring on top. And it's not like he got forced off the platform or basically wrung dry. He got to go out on top, which feels so much better. And it's so much more dignified, too. Going out getting canceled is bad, right? That's bad. But also going out from irrelevancy, that's hard to watch. Like the people who just keep going forever because they can't move on. They try to I've seen some of the times. I mean, wasn't it MatPat who made a comment about lollies? Wasn't it him? Didn't he make a comment? Didn't he call a lolly character sexy or something? Yes? I forgot how based he is. Amazing. Did he? I wouldn't be surprised. Now, he did a couple years ago. People tried to cancel him like a year ago, I remember. They were bringing it up. And people were just like, holy based? Yeah. But basically, like, I've seen some people who have been around YouTube for many years, and they just keep going to the point where, like, I look at their views and things like that, and I know they're making as much as a McDonald's employee. And I'm not trying to, like, shit on McDonald's employees. I'm just saying they don't get paid very well. And I know, like, these people going on and on and on for a long time, and it seems like they're only doing it because they can't give up YouTube. And I understand that. Like, I understand, like, how hard it would be to walk away. But that's a tough way to go, to the point where literally it's not financially feasible to keep going. Yeah. Yo, Curb, thank you so much for the big tier 1 resub for 11 months, almost 1 year, saying, Papa Rev and Mrs. Rev, I'm excited for the future of your journey. I hope you take your time. I'm waiting for you to do a Nikkei Goddess of Victory stream and make a tier list. P.S. They tried calling him transphobic. I mean, he's literally like the nicest guy. I don't know where any of that would come from. But yes, Mr. and Mrs. Rev. Mr. and Mrs. Desu, of course. Hey, what's up, Harns? Welcome back. But I appreciate the sub. You guys are too kind to me. Too kind. That is now 10 subs on the day. 10 out of 1. It's 1,000%. The daily sub goal now achieved. Now, I was thinking about this, actually. You know, we got to wrap up the stream pretty soon because Strop's got hers at 7. But a couple final thoughts here. Let's play like one more minute, and then we'll have our little sign-off. And that'll be that.
And for me and my journey in this place, I always wanted to go out on a high note. And when you stop and look at the last year, this has been the best year in the theorist lifespan ever. Like, no joke. It is our highest view year. It is the year where we launched Style Theory and immediately put our foothold in a brand new space, and that took off, and now we're one of the top style and fashion channels on YouTube. And that kind of completes the trifecta of, hey, we now have a top channel in 4 different verticals that are completely different, and no other YouTuber really has ever been able to do it to that scale. That's amazing. This is also the year where I was able to meet you guys at our Broadway show. I was able to play at the PGA and show that, hey, YouTubers aren't particularly good at golf, but they can make your event relevant for like a couple of minutes. It was also the year that I got to host the Streamy Awards, and it wasn't cringe. I mean, to be fair, the Streamy Awards are always a little bit cringe, but it was the right amount of cringe. When I pull up videos of all my favorite creators, and I watch them, and all of a sudden I start hearing people just casually dropping, that's just a theory.
It's just a theory, a game theory.
Now this is just a theory, people.
At the end of the day, it's just a game theory.
That's just a theory.
I've said that many times too.
Also a lot of lore, so if you're a big theory head, proceed at your own risk.
I did not know about this theory.
That's a theory.
Okay. That right there, that is incredible.
That is cool. That's like how sometimes I think about people like out there who have been following me for years, or they have my merch. Like there's people walking out there with my VTuber model on a shirt.
Based.
That's based, first of all, but also just very cool. And I'm very grateful. Yo, what's up, Faint Smile? You did that today, as expected. Very based. And that's just a Desu. A Rev says Desu. Why did that fit so well? Good job. But yeah, very cool, and I'm very appreciative of all this stuff. Not a lot of people sometimes stop and look around and realize how lucky they are to have all this. Content creation as a career is super, super lucky. Super, super lucky.
Yeah.
Very few people get a chance. So, like, I, every day, unironically, Think about that. And it makes you forget about all the bullshit, drama, and complications with YouTube and all that stuff.
I feel like whenever you think about all the the bad things that come with it, because there are obviously challenges, but then you have to think about there are so many more good things.
Yeah.
That it's worth it.
99% of it is good stuff. And you gotta focus on that. But I know we're a little early, but I want to get a little quick stream in, guys.
Because it's my turn now.
Talk about this, and yeah, I'm gonna pass the torch over to my wife.
Oh my god.
And yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'll be back, I believe, on Friday, because we're gonna be doing a little fun date day tomorrow. We're gonna hang out and touch grass, which, like I said earlier, is very important as a content creator.
We literally have to schedule it out, because if we don't schedule it out, we don't.
Yeah, we won't do it unless we schedule it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you for the support as always. And yeah, new video tomorrow. We got a lot of stuff cooking up too. A lot of fun stuff cooking up. We're cooking. We're cooking with grease.
That's not the thing.
We're cooking with grease.
Gas.
We're cooking with grease.
That's gross.
Grease fire. It's explosive. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Let me get this raid going for whoops.
So many people have that emote. Is that Neurosmall?
Which one? Yeah, it's Neurosmall. Of course it is.
It's such a cute emote.
It's very cute.
Bye.
Wait, I just do / darling straw.
Something is wrong with you. Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
All right. Peace. Oots.